Meanwhile, the European Union, under an agreement published on Monday, will provide funding to Mali to help it create jobs and strengthen border management. In return, the African country will help in fighting people smugglers and accepting deportees from Europe. The European Union is stepping up migration collaboration with countries of origin and transit in Africa and the Middle East to stem the influx of refugees and migrants to its shores. Well, let's get you more perspective on that now from CCTV's Kevin Ozebek, who is standing by for us in Brussels. Kevin, the European Union is seeking to curb the influx of African migrants by helping countries on the continent to avail more economic opportunities for their citizens. Is this a sustainable model, though, and what cost are we looking at here?
Well, the EU certainly does think this is a sustainable model, and Brussels says this whole plan with Mali is based on targeting the very core, the very center of the migration crisis. Here's how this plan will work. The EU will give Mali more than $150 million. That money will be funneled, some of it into the private sector, into the business sector to create jobs in the country. Some of that money will also funnel into the country's security services to try to stabilize the security situation there. The guards there have been trying to battle religious extremists for years now. The EU believes by creating jobs, by stabilizing the security situation, there isn't much of an incentive for young people in Mali than to try to migrate to Europe. But this is certainly very top of the Brussels agenda. This is going to be another record-setting year in terms of the number of people migrating from Africa into Italy. It already stands at more than 170,000 so far this year. And just looking at Mali, in the past 2 years, 10,000 people have left that country and have come illegally to Europe.
Well, Kevin, other than economic incentives, are European countries likely to consider political solutions like, for instance, helping to stabilize countries to prevent the eruption of conflict, which in turn has been said to result in the displacements?
Well, when looking at this Mali plan, the focus really is on job creation and security, not so much funneling money into political institutions. One thing is for sure, though, that the EU is working on more of these deals with more countries. Right now, deals are trying to be negotiated between Brussels and Nigeria, as well as Ethiopia. And moving outside of Africa now, the EU is also trying to work out a similar deal like this with Afghanistan. So definitely negotiations are underway, so do expect more deals like this to be popping up in the coming months.
Well, Kevin Ozebek for us there in Brussels.